Welcome everybody to the Miami International Autodrome, to 347 Don Shula Drive, named after the legendary Dolphins coach, the man who came up with the perfect season. And whilst it won't be a perfect season for Max Verstappen, because he retired in Australia this year, it's been a perfect weekend so far for the second weekend in a row. A sprint weekend, Verstappen won that. He's on pole for the Grand Prix, and can he go ahead and win around this 3.36 mile circuit in 57 laps time. In terms of Miami, it's Miami for Max Verstappen here. He absolutely loves this place, and he's never been beaten around the 19 turns. 216 miles an hour, top speed, 3 DRS zones as well. And here are the race tyres, soft, predominantly used for qualifying, the C4. Medium, we should have most of the drivers starting on those medium tyre. The hard tyre can go the full distance, but you've got to use the dry compounds, 2 of them during the course of the race. And here is the grid then as we look at the Dolphin Stadium and the track that winds its way around it.
Radio check. Cool. Yeah, loud and clear.
And Lando, launch feedback, that was target +1. You were a bit too high on throttle, but the engine's okay. And Lando, it'll be purple C6 position 1 before the burnout, so that's C6 position 1, and then go to purple C7.
Lando, suggest strap 13, strap 13. And minor, purple C7 1, purple C7 1. We currently think we're racing cars ahead, probably plan A, looking to extend.
You're a bit quiet, Will, you need to speak up.
Understood. And a bit of information for you, saving similar amounts to Perez ahead. You're saving more than the Ferraris, and Oscar has just managed to pass the Ferraris. You are saving more than him.
Where am I saving more at the minute?
And I know compared to Oscar, doing quite a bit more Lyco and saving a bit more through turn 4, turn 5. You can push a little bit more through there. Car behind is now Hamilton. Understood. Oscar is the lead group of those cars, currently doing 33.3. Potentially will start to struggle a bit. ACS button press. And Lando, opportunity, as you talked about, turn 13, turn 14, minimum, back off braking a bit. And Lando, we think tyre temperatures have stabilised now. Suggest red A4, red A4. Perez ahead, possibly genuinely struggling. Oscar is still doing 33.59 last time. Okay, Lando, opportunity, turn 15 minimum. More on throttle between 14 and 15 will help. Car behind Hamilton, 9, we're looking forward. Lando minor, suggest strap 7 for the pack. Lando, suggest yellow G6, yellow G6.
Yeah, confirm. Just not waste your time.
Okay, mate. Nice work. So Sainz is the car ahead, 5 seconds, doing 33.2. We think we should go after him rather than protect against Perez.
Yeah, agreed. I'll go get him.
Before we got close to Perez, Sainz was pushing harder than you, so we've looked after our tyres better than him. Perez hasn't managed to get past Ocon yet. Looking at the possible Miami situation.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm chilling. Cool.
And Lando, you're currently the fastest car. Gap to Perez, 19.8. Sainz, last lap, 32.6. And a minor, white H3 position 6, white H3 position 6. Okay, gap to Sainz 3.2. Opportunity, still sub-pace in turn 14, turn 15.
Speak up.
Opportunity, sub-pace turn 14, turn 15. Sainz did a 32.6 last time round. This is really strong pace. Lando, I'm going to come down 1 for the hard. Happy?
Happy.
You will need to be on the Delta, mate.
Yeah, I'm doing it. It's getting very, very wet. I can't, struggling to see a little bit.
Understood. Lando in the background, strat 6 please, strat 6. Think about brake balance.
Happy with A4?
Yep, happy.
Yep.
1.5, 1.9. So Lando, these tyres, they take 8 laps to get hot, they'll be stable for 8, then they'll cool down. 1.9. And Lando, just be careful, entry speed, turn 7. Do you still want the gap or happy?
Happy for now. No comments.
For turn 7, consider left-hand paddle as well, if it will help. Lando, starting to think about safety cars. At the moment, you would drop behind Verstappen and Leclerc.
Yeah, I did for medium.
Lando, our opinion is from here, we would take it for a soft car.
Yeah, confirm.
And a minor ACS button press. Just to confirm, all safety car windows are closed.
Oh, okay.
Oscar was involved in an incident. Possible debris from 17 to 18. Track slippery there. We think it's to the outside, but not sure. Be careful. So Lando, at the restart time, there's possibly a class 1 to 2 rain for 10 minutes and then nothing after that.
That car is approaching the grid.
Lando, regardless of the cars behind, racing cars ahead, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, confirm. Racing is better than racing for the time being.
Understood. And Lando, both safety car windows are open, please.
Confirm.
Lando, just to confirm, would you take it or would you prefer to stay out and try and go to the end?
Yeah, tough to say, to be honest. Like, these tyres feel good, but of course a better tyre would be very strong. Maybe take it. I'm gonna get out.
Okay, we do not have a restart time yet. We'll give a 10-minute warning, so happy to jump out at the moment.
Yeah.
That car is approaching the grid.
DRS enabled, Verstappen 1.5, suggests Strat 13. Strat 13. And the rain has stopped, no more rain expected. Understood. The picture behind you, Hulkenberg and Hamilton are 2.5 behind, then Russell 5, then Tsunoda 6. He's holding up the pack behind him.
Still some expectation on weather. There's some dry patches here and there. I mean, you can see it here a little bit. No. How was the hard performing for everyone?
Lando, the medium seems to be a better tyre today. The hard, a little bit of warm-up issues and not that quick. Verstappen will be 6 laps older than yours. Okay, Lando, pace and tyres, please.
Yeah, pace 2. Tires is okay.
DRS enabled, car behind is Hulkenberg 1.6. Safety car deployed, it. And recharge on, please. And confirming we are boxed this lap.
Yeah, I confirm. Under pit lane.
Brakes normally come to a stop. Launch map. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. Check recharge. Keep it on track, mate. Keep on track. Lando, we think it's okay, mate. Keep it on track. Lando, just before the line, press recharge button.
I don't want to recharge. I don't like being at the top of the pack now. It feels poo.
Okay, just use part throttle in places then. So Lando, we can turn recharge off. We'll have to toggle it once every lap, so I'll keep reminding you. We're still doing too much part throttle, so we're still going to stay at the top. Minor, suggest blue B3, blue B3. Minor, the line is most important, just work on brake pressures, turn 1, turn 4. If the weather stays as it does, we think it'll be these tyres to the end. So it'll be about tyre condition and racing cars on track. And Lando Minor, white H2, position 3, please. White H2, position 3. And Lando, if we can do a little bit more tyre warm up, it'd be good. Mainly the rears. Happy to turn recharge off now. Suggest blue B4, blue B4. Lando Minor, white H12, position 3. White H12, position 3. Lando, suggest orange E3, orange E3. Suggest green F3, green F3, green behind you is Sonoda 8 seconds behind you is Austin Leclerc, stats, then Ocon Leclerc. Three laps to go. Sainz is in the barrier, turn 8. And Lando, how are the tyres?
Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, they're We're just, I think I'm being held up a bit. Pace doesn't feel great.
Two laps to go. Lando, gap to Tsunoda is 2.5. Minor ATS button press. Suggest red A3, red A3.
spitting quite a bit more.
Okay, understood. And the front right is the only tyre we think is a bit too hot. And recharge on, please. And lots of tyre pickup. And Lando, pace was really strong there. It's a shame they're not awarding points for the fastest car again. I've been impressed this weekend, mate. We're making progress.
Yeah.
We're doing it, mate.
All good.
All good, sorry, but
What a car was legal. What is it?
Next time I'll get me to give you the card on Sunday morning.
Yeah, good idea. Am I going pits?
so great or what?
Sorry, pits.